Hello, Black Americans. Half of you guys I like to call you P.B.Ds, Po Black Dummies. What do you have to say about Kamala now? Are you still voting for her because she's, quote, black? How many of you had to get slapped in the face with this storm news to realize that this lady is not for America? First of all, migrants over Americans is like her motto. When she says build back better, when they say that, what has been torn down? You never asked yourself what is torn down that we had to rebuild. You thought it was the system. It's actually that they're going to replace you. Your replacements are here. They've been getting housing over you. Um, they have a humanitarian parole program from several countries. They're paroling people to America. That's Joe Biden's doing. Um, Again, they have sent 120 something $1 billion to Ukraine. Spent 650 million on migrants out of the FEMA fund. She reallocated those funds, which I think should never be moved. It's for a natural disaster for Americans. But she took that money and gave it to the migrants. And they can also vote, just so you know. So don't think you're going to win the election just because she just showed you that she doesn't care about Americans. She can still get in because you know why? There's an estimated nearly 20 million of these people here. And if they can vote, that's a lot of votes. And they're going to vote for her because they came from a worse country. Some of these countries are socialist and commie countries that they're coming from, so they have no problem voting with those type of policies. The problem is many Americans, and I'm speaking especially to my people, y'all are dumb. When Jay Leno was walking around the streets asking questions, he very rarely encountered a black person, but it showed the establishment how stupid Americans really are. And just like the KGB agent said, too much of a good time ruins your ability to notice danger. Kamala's slogan, unburdening what has been burdening, like that's from some Marxist book. Stop playing. It's called, like, do you watch any spy movies or espionage movies? This is how they do it so that most people will not even be smart enough to catch on to what's going on, and those that do will be called crazy. If you're talking about a conspiracy theory, look up every conspiracy theory since 1965. They've almost all been proven true. So, again, congratulations, po black dummies. This is what you're voted for. Now you're on the internet crying about your housing, um, migrant preferences, and crying about your neighborhoods getting taken over. This is what you voted for. At this point, black people are acting like, you know, the girl who constantly gets beat up by her boyfriend, but she keeps going back and then she always comes and cries to you. After a while, you stop respecting her. She's just a idiot. So who has time to keep listening to a effing dummy? Nobody. Unless you're gonna go somewhere and get certified that you actually have a mental retardation or a mental problem going on. At this point, you're not even being respectable by still saying that you're voting for this lady. It shouldn't have had to take this hurricane to wake you up. And the fact that it did is scary. The fact that it takes such a major thing to slap black people in the face, that makes me scared to even. It's just scary. It's ridiculous and it's sad and it's embarrassing.